Hello बच्चों, welcome to Genius Classes. Today is our 8th class on the chapter function. और आज हम लोग करेंगे दो और स्पेशल फंक्शन के ऊपर कैसे डोमेन निकालते हैं. प्रीवियस क्लास में हम लोग दो स्पेशल फंक्शन किए थे, एक था मॉड्यूलस फंक्शन एंड ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन. जो ये वीडियो नहीं देखे हो, लिंक हैज बीन गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स, यू कैन गो एंड चेक इट. In this class, we are going to discuss about two more special functions जो है fractional part function और signum function. इन दोनों special function अगर function में है तो वो function का domain हम लोग कैसे निकालते हैं, that we will discuss in this class. So stay tuned to us till the end of the video. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notified about all the new videos I upload in this channel. अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends and don't forget to comment me. अगर कोई भी डाउट हुआ इस वीडियो में, अगर कोई भी अच्छा चीज लगा इस वीडियो में, please do mention me, क्योंकि your one comment inspires me to make a video of this kind in the future. So let's start the class. So first question is, find the domain of the function f(x) equals to log base e x minus box x. We all know that your x is written as box of x and fractional part of x, right? मतलब x minus box x मेरा क्या है? वो है fractional part of x. मतलब in this case the function can be redefined like log base e fractional part of x. बच्चों, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स क्या होता है? ये हम लोग को सबको पता है कि दिस लाइज बिटवीन 0 and 1. मतलब फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. और ये फंक्शन को अगर डिफाइन करना है तो लॉग के अंदर जो भी चीज है उसको 0 से ज्यादा होना पड़ेगा. लेकिन फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स 0 से ज्यादा तो होगा ही, तो उसके लिए मेरा कोई चिंता नहीं है, राइट? But we know that fractional part of x is greater than 0 less than 1. ये तो पक्का है. लेकिन यहां पर एक possibility है that fractional part of x can be 0. But in this function, this log के अंदर कभी भी 0 होता नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर 0 हो जाए तो वो undefined हो जाएगा. इसका मतलब यह है कि fractional part of x, it should not be equals to 0. और फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स 0 कब होता है? जब x बिलोंग्स टू एन इंटीजर. x जब इंटीजर है, देन योर फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x इज इक्वल्स टू 0. मतलब क्या हुआ बच्चों? देखो, लॉग बेस e फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x, यहां पर x का कुछ भी वैल्यू ले लो, x बिलोंग्स टू एनी रियल वैल्यू, द फंक्शन इज डिफाइंड. Only it is not defined when x is an integer. मतलब क्या करोगे? वो जितना भी रियल वैल्यूज तुम्हारा है वहां से सब इंटीजर तुम निकाल दो. Therefore, the required domain is what? x belongs to any real value, integer होगा नहीं. That's it. That's your answer. Is it clear to all of you? Absolutely. Let us move for the next problem. See this question. To define the function, रूट के अंदर जो भी है उसको क्या होना पड़ेगा? ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल्स टू 0. इसको अगर थोड़ा सा हम फैक्टराइज करें तो क्या मिल रहा है? So here the critical points are, now if I put this critical points on a number line, we are getting half 1 plus minus plus. So since it is greater than, so your fractional part of x will come in the positive block. और ऐसे हम लोग कर देंगे. मतलब यहां पर fractional part of x क्या बन रहा है? Less than or equals to half, or ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 1। अभी बच्चों देखो ये तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। फ्रैक्शनल part of x is not greater than or equals to 1 because fractional part of x always lies between, हम लोग सब जानते हैं, 0 से 1 के अंदर। So fractional part of x is less than equals to 1। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? देखो बच्चों यहां पर ऑलरेडी बोल दिया है कि x is lying between -1 and 1। अगर fractional part of x is less than equals to half, इसका मतलब यह हुआ कि x is lying between 0 and half। ओके अच्छा बच्चों देखो, अगर मान लो कि x इज -0.6, मतलब फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x क्या होगा? फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ -0.6, दैट विल गिव अस व्हाट? 1 माइनस फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ 0.6। दिस वी ऑल नो। फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ -x को हम लोग कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 1 माइनस फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x। अभी इसका आंसर कितना आएगा? 1 माइनस 0.6, मतलब मेरा आंसर आ रहा है 0.4, विच इज वेरी मच लेस देन हाफ। यस और नो? विच इज वेरी मच लेस देन हाफ। मतलब x अगर, मन लगा के सुनो, x अगर -½ से नीचे और -1 से ऊपर है, अगर कोई भी वैल्यू lying between -1 and -½ in that case also your fractional part of x will be less than or equals to half. Is it clear? Therefore, the domain for this function, don't be confused with this part. x का वैल्यू कुछ भी ले लो between -1 and -½ all the values will satisfy the inequation fractional part of x is less than equals to half। तुम कुछ भी वैल्यू ले लो, any value between -1 and -½ therefore the required domain is x belongs to closed -1 से -½ और closed 0 से closed half। अच्छा बच्चों देखो, अगर x becomes 1, if x becomes 1, because we have already been restricted from -1 to 1। अभी -1 तो बच्चों हम लोग ऑलरेडी ले चुके हैं because it is coming within the domain by the normal course। Now we have to find whether x equals to 1 satisfies this inequation or not, and it is very clear that if x is 1 then your fractional part of x is 0, and if it is so, and if we put those values in this inequation, it is also satisfying। मतलब क्या हुआ? मेरा इस डोमेन पे 1 भी आएगा। Are you getting the point? 1 भी आएगा। So हम लोग क्या सीखा? मन लगा के सुनो। पहले हम लोग नॉर्मल कोर्स में साम्स करेंगे, उसके बाद जितना भी मेरा बॉर्डर लाइन केसेस है वो सब में हम लोग चेक करेंगे whether the condition is satisfied or not। That is very important। Otherwise क्या होता है? वो पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू छूट जाता है। जैसे in this case if we are not aware, मेरा क्या होगा? ये 1 वाला जो वैल्यू है ये छूट जाएगा, क्योंकि 1 already given in the question, right? And it is a borderline case, so we have to check it for x equals to 1 whether the condition is satisfied or not। Is it clear? चलो next problem। इस फंक्शन को देखो, अगर इस फंक्शन को डिफाइन करना है तो द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वी हैव टू कंसीडर इज 3x माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर हैज टू बी ग्रेटर देन 0। मतलब लॉग के अंदर जो है उसको तो 0 से ज्यादा होना पड़ेगा। ओके, सो फ्रॉम हियर व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग, यहां से क्या मिल रहा है? अगर नंबर लाइन पे हम लोग प्लॉट करें सो x कहां पर आ रहा है? यहां पर। मतलब मेरा आंसर क्या होगा? x इज लाइंग फ्रॉम 0 to 3। क्लियर? ओके, सेकेंड कंडीशन क्या होगा? इस फंक्शन को अगर डिफाइन करना है तो सेकेंड कंडीशन होगा कि एक्स स्क्वायर को, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर को 0 से ज्यादा होना पड़ेगा। और नंबर 3 क्या है? फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर कैन नॉट बी इक्वल्स टू 1। देखो बच्चों, इसके ऊपर तो हम लोग बहुत सेटिस्फाइड है, क्योंकि हम लोगों को पता है फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स ऑलवेज लाइज बिटवीन 0 एंड 1. ये कभी एक या एक से ज्यादा होगा नहीं. मतलब दिस कंडीशन इज ऑलवेज फुलफिल्ड. अभी देखना है फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर, ये 0 से ज्यादा है. देखो बच्चों, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन 0, इसमें कोई दुविधा नहीं है. लेकिन यहां पर एक ही प्रॉब्लम है, वो है कि जब फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स 0 हो जाए. फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स 0 कब होगा? व्हेन एक्स बिलोंग्स टू एन इंटीजर. और अगर यहां पर एक्स स्क्वायर 0 हो जाए, देन द फंक्शन विल बिकम अनडिफाइंड, क्योंकि बेस में मेरा 0 आ जाएगा. ओके, सो हमें प्रिकॉशन कहां पर लेना है कि एक्स स्क्वायर को कभी भी इंटीजर होना नहीं चाहिए. राइट, इंटीजर होना नहीं चाहिए. ओके, अभी बच्चों एक्स इज लाइंग फ्रॉम 0 to 3, इसका मतलब हुआ एक्स स्क्वायर इज लाइंग फ्रॉम 0 to 9. इसका मतलब एक्स स्क्वायर कैनॉट बी इक्वल्स टू 1 या 2 या 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 और 8. ये होना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर एक्स स्क्वायर किसी एक हो जाए इसके अंदर, तो उसका फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ दैट नंबर क्या हो जाएगा? क्योंकि ये इंटीजर है, तो फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट हो जाएगा 0, और वो हम नहीं चाहते हैं. बिकॉज द रिजल्ट इज फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर इज ग्रेटर देन 0, नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0. सो एक्स स्क्वायर कैनॉट बी 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 और 8. Otherwise, x is lying between 0 and 3. X square is not equals to, this means x is not equals to 1, root 2, root 3, 2, root 5, root 6, root 7 या root 8. कोई भी वैल्यू यहां से लेगा नहीं. मतलब हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? x is lying from 0 to 3 except the values 1, root 2, root 3, 2, root 5, root 6, root 7 and root 8. So that is the domain. Is it clear to all of you? Absolutely. Okay. Chalo, next problem. See this one. यहां पर बोला है fx is log base signum 9 minus x square. Okay. And root over of box of x cube minus 4 of box x. To define the function SGN 9 minus x square, it has to be greater than 0. And box of x cube minus 4 of box x, it has to be greater than or equals to 0. अभी सिग्नम हम लोग को पता है कि सिग्नम ऑफ x, इसका तो 3 ही वैल्यू होता है. एक होता है -1, एक होता है 0, एक होता है 1. अभी यहां पर बोला है कि सिग्नम ऑफ दिस इज ग्रेटर देन 0. मतलब क्या होगा? इसका वैल्यू होगा 1, तभी तो होगा, क्योंकि और तो कोई तुम्हारा वैल्यू नहीं है विच विल सेटिस्फाई दिस इक्वेशन. Only that signum of 9 minus x square, it will be equals to 1. और बच्चों साइन सिग्नम ऑफ 9 minus x square 1 कब होगा? जब 9 minus x square is greater than 0. Right? 9 minus x square अगर greater than 0 है, तो signum of 9 minus x square will be 1 and which is greater than 0. Right? So यहां से मुझे क्या मिल रहा है? So that implies, मतलब क्या आ रहे हैं? x is lying from -3 to 3. क्लियर हुआ? ये मेरा आया क्या? फर्स्ट कंडीशन से. नाउ लेट अस कम फॉर द सेकेंड कंडीशन. दिस इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 0. मतलब क्या हुआ? box x plus 2, box x minus 2 is greater than equals to 0. मेरा क्रिटिकल पॉइंट्स यहां पर क्या क्या है? एक है 0, एक है -2, एक है 2. -2, 0 और 2. और क्रिटिकल पॉइंट किसका है? वो है ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन x का. एंड इट इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू, मतलब मेरा बॉक्स x यहां पर आएगा और बॉक्स x यहां पर आएगा. मतलब क्या होगा? -2 लेस देन इक्वल्स टू बॉक्स x लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 0 और box x is greater than equals to 2. From this one, we are getting that x is lying between -2 and 1. कैसे किया ये तुम लोगों को बार बार हम बोल रहे हैं. I have already done all the properties of greatest integer function in my previous classes. Link has been given in the description. Go and check it. Otherwise you will not understand how I am doing this. And box of x is greater than equals to 2. It means x is greater than equals to 2. Right? So now we have to find out the common region between these two. Right? चलो एक काम करते हैं, एक नंबर लाइन ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं जल्दी जल्दी करने के लिए. And the critical points are here. -3, here it is 3. This is -2. This is my 1 and this is my 2. So from the first one we are getting x is lying between these two. From the second one we are getting -2 closed, 1 open, or x is greater than equals to 2 means it is like this. So the common portion that we are getting is this and this portion, isn't it so? So what will be my answer? My answer will be x belongs to closed -2, 1 open, or 2 closed, 3 open. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? So that is the domain for this problem, right? So we have discussed about finding out the domain of special functions like fractional part function, and here we are done with the Signum function. Now we will shift our paradigm to trigonometric functions. Okay? So let's check it. See this question. If x equals to sine inverse 2x minus 3. Now we all know that this function will be defined when 2x minus 3 is lying between -1 and 1. Because we know that for sine inverse x, what is the domain? That x is lying between -1 and 1. So from here we are getting, okay, so I have just added 3 in all the sides. So now we are having 1 less than x is less than equals to 2. Okay. Therefore, the required domain for this function is closed 1 to closed 2. And that's your answer. Is it clear? Pretty simple sum. Let us take the next problem. See this one. Tell me when the function is defined. The function is defined, number 1, when your x minus 3 over 2 is lying between -1 and 1. That is, so if I add 3, so from the first one we are getting that x is lying between 1 and 5. Now to define the function, the second condition will be 4 minus x must be greater than 0. So from here we can write x is less than 4. So to define the function ka domain, it must satisfy, that means the values of x must satisfy this condition as well as this condition. So combining these two, we can say that x is lying between 1 and 4, which is nothing but our domain. Is it clear? So the domain for this function is closed 1, open 4. Right? Let us take the next problem. बच्चों ये क्वेश्चन देखो, इसमें अगर ये फंक्शन को डिफाइन करना है, then we will say that box x by fractional part of x must lie between -1. Correct? अच्छा, अभी हम लोग जानते हैं फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स ऑलवेज लाइज बिटवीन 0 and 1. लेकिन यहां पर फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स कैनॉट बी इक्वल्स टू 0. अदरवाइज दिस पोर्शन, दैट इज दिस फंक्शन, विल बिकम अनडिफाइंड. देयरफॉर फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स 0 कब होता है? जब एक्स बिलोंग्स टू एन इंटीजर. मतलब यहां पर एक चीज तो पक्का हो गया कि एक्स इज नॉट एन इंटीजर. x अगर इंटीजर नहीं है, then fractional part of x will never be equals to 0. So now, if I take this portion, Here, fractional part of x is greater than 0, so we can cross multiply. Okay, so this is the condition that we got. Now, एक चीज याद रखो कि जब भी fractional part of x और box x के अंदर comparison है, then you have to check 3 regions. One is, x अगर 0 से नीचे है तो क्या हो रहा है, x अगर 0 और 1 के अंदर है तो क्या हो रहा है, और x अगर 1 से ज्यादा है तो क्या हो रहा है. ये तीनों सेक्शन में मुझे चेक करना पड़ेगा. Now, when x is less than 0, एक चीज याद रखो, x is not an integer. x is less than 0. कोई भी वैल्यू ले लो, मानो x is minus 0.6. तो box of minus 0.6 कितना होगा? minus 1. And fractional part of minus 0.6 कितना होगा? मतलब 1 minus 0.6 which is 0.4. अभी बच्चों देखो 0.4 ये क्या होता है? ये तो -1 से ज्यादा होता है. मतलब दिस कंडीशन इज सेटिस्फाइड व्हेन x इज लेस देन 0. कोई भी वैल्यू ले लो इंटीजर छोड़ के लेस देन 0, दिस कंडीशन विल बी सेटिस्फाइड. मतलब द फर्स्ट केस दैट वी गॉट, दैट इज x इज लेस देन 0, इट इज सेटिस्फाइंग. Right? Okay. The next condition is that when x is lying between 0 and 1, in that case, your box x is coming to 0 and your fractional part of x, this is always greater than 0. Right? Therefore, we will say that your box x in this case is less than equals to fractional part of x. कब? When x is lying between 0 and 1. मतलब ये कंडीशन भी when x is lying from 0 to 1, it is satisfying this condition. So I must take the value of x lying from 0 to 1 at the same time. Okay? मतलब क्या हुआ, x अगर 1 से छोटा है, combining these two I can say that if x is less than 1, और तुम ऑलरेडी डिक्लेयर कर चुके हो कि x is not an integer, इस केस पे ये कंडीशन इज सेटिस्फाइड. राइट? ओके, नाउ लेट अस टेक दिस कंडीशन. सो हियर व्हाट वी विल से, बॉक्स ऑफ एक्स इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू माइनस ऑफ फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स. मतलब क्या हुआ, बॉक्स ऑफ एक्स प्लस फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 0. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, एक्स इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 0. राइट? x is greater than equals to 0 for all x greater than or equals to 0 will satisfy this inequation provided x is not taking any integral values. मतलब क्या हुआ, this is the condition we got from this one and this is the condition we got from this portion. Right? So we have to find out the domain combining these two portions. Now check it. Now, this is my 0 and this is my 1. So, from the first one, we are saying that x is less than 1. And all the integral values are eliminated. Again, I'm telling you, suppose this is -1, this is -2. All these points, they are open because it cannot take any integral values. Now, this is from the first one. And from the second one, it is saying that it is greater than equals to 0. 0 तो होगा नहीं, क्योंकि x अगर 0 हो गया मतलब क्या, x is an integer and you have already declared that x is not an integer. मतलब x is greater than 0. चल रहा है infinity तक. लेकिन all the integral values पे, मानो ये 2 है, ये 3 and this thing goes on. So all these integral values are open because it cannot take any integral values. Now you tell me which portion is the common region. The common region is very much visible to us that it is from 0 to 1. Right? Therefore, our domain is x belongs to open 0 to open 1. That's it. Have you understood this? Absolutely clear? Okay. Let us move for the next problem. See this problem. It has been said that log x square minus 8x plus 23 base is mod of sin x minus 3 over log base 2 mod of sin x. Now let me just simplify it a little bit. So all we are getting basically like this. If this thing goes up, it will be 3 log base is mod sin x 2. So actually we are getting log base is sin x. This one is coming to log mod of sin x in the base, and it is 2 cubed, that is 8. So we can write this thing as base is mod of sin x, and this one is x square minus 8x plus 23 over 8. Is it clear? Now to define the function, the very first thing is that your mod of sin x, it has to be always greater than 0. First thing. Number 2, your mod of sin x cannot be equals to 1. Number 3, x square minus 8x plus 23 by 8, that is, which is within this log, that has to be greater than 0. And number 4, which is again very vital, is that all this thing, whatever there is within this log, has to be greater than 0. Has to be greater than 0. Is this clear to all of you? Absolutely. Now, one by one, we will check it. First thing that we will see is that your mod of sin, we all know that mod of sin x is always greater than 0, greater than or equals to 0, and less than equals to 1. But here, they have said that your mod x is greater than 0. Yes, it is true. Mod x is greater than 0. Means it is not taking the value sin x, mod of sin x equals to 0, and mod of sin x cannot be equals to 1. That is, this is less than 1. This is the first conclusion that we got. Is it clear to all of you? It means that if we draw the graph of y is equals to mod of sin x graph looks like this. Right? Now, mod of sin x is greater than 0. That is, it is greater than 0, but less than 1. Less than 1. So I will say, this is my 0, this is my pi, this is 2 pi, and so on and so forth. So we will say that x is greater than 0, less than pi, excluding the value pi by 2. Is it clear? Now, we all know that mod of sin x, the period of mod of sin x is pi. Therefore, we will write that x is greater than n pi, less than n pi plus pi, except 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Is it clear? Therefore, when mod of sin x is lying from 0 to 1, then your x is taking the value from n pi to n pi plus pi, excluding the point 1. In this case, it will be 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Because you see, it will not take the value 1. And this point is pi by 2. Then this point is how much? This point is 3 pi by 2. This point is how much? This point is 5 pi by 2. So we have to eliminate those points, because if x takes a value pi by 2, then mod of sin pi by 2 will give us 1, and that 1 I have to reject. That is the reason why I have subtracted all those odd multiples of pi by 2. Is it clear? Right. Now this I came from this 2. Now let us consider this portion. So what you will write? You will write that x square minus 8x plus 23 divided by 8 is greater than 0. That implies x square minus 8x plus 23 is greater than 0. Now, the discriminant of this equation, what is the discriminant of this expression? It is b square minus 4ac, which is definitely less than 0. If it is less than 0, it means that x square minus 8x plus 23, this is greater than 0 for all x belongs to real values. For all x belongs to real values, this is true. So, this is true for all x belongs to real values. Is it clear? Let me erase this portion. Now we are having the fourth condition. We know that we have already said that mod of sin x is lying from 0 to 1. It means this one will be less than mod of sin x to the power 0. Because we know that when base is lying between 0 and 1 for any logarithm, the sign gets changed. Right? This we all know. These are all properties of logarithm. So from here we can write x square minus 8x plus 23 is less than mod x to the power 0 is 1. So it is coming like 8. 15 is less than 0. So if I go for factorization, it is going to come this thing. So your x is lying between 3 and 5. Again, I'm telling you, I'm getting this result from number line. This you can draw and you can check by yourself. So whatever we have got, if we simply summarize it, that is, one value that we got is that x is lying between 3 and 5. Let me write it here. X is lying from 3 to 5. This is one condition we got. From the third one we got that x belongs to any real value. And from the first two we got that x is greater than n pi. And this is n pi plus pi excluding the odd multiple of pi by 2, right? Now we have to find out the common portion of x from this 3 so that it satisfies the given conditions. Okay? So how to find it out? Let me erase this portion. Now here you see, बच्चों, यहाँ पर n क्या है? N belongs to any integer. Now let us take n is 0. If I take n is 0, then we are getting from this one, we are getting that x is greater than 0, less than pi, excluding the value pi by 2. Is it clear? Now, the approximate value of pi is 3.14. Now, from here, you see, your x is lying from 3 to 5. And here, your x is lying from 0 to pi. So, the common region that we are getting is x is greater than 3 and less than pi. X is lying from 3 to 5. And here your x is lying from 0 to pi. Here it is lying from 3 to 5. And here it is lying from 0 to pi. So what is the common portion that we are getting? We are getting 3 to pi. Now we are not considering pi by 2 over here because the approximate value of pi by 2 is 1.57, which is not coming within this region. That is why I'm not considering it. Okay, so one region we got. Any more regions? Let me take n equals to 1. So what we are getting? From this one, what we are getting? Pi less than x less than 2 pi, excluding the value 3 pi by 2. Is it clear? अच्छा, बच्चों देखो 2 pi का मतलब क्या हुआ? It is 6 point something. But we are having the range for x between 3 to 5. Right. Then we can say that x is greater than pi less than 3 pi by 2. Because what is the value of 3 pi by 2? 3 pi by 2 is basically 3 into 1.57. That gives us 4.71. Right? And which is very much within this range 5. So we are saying that x is greater than pi less than 3 pi by 2. Again, x is greater than 3 pi by 2 less than 5. Okay, you people are a little bit confused. I am making it simple for you. Just wait for a second. Let me erase this portion. Just consider in this way that your x is lying. This is my 3 and this is my 5. This is the first case. Now, when we have considered that n is 0, we are having that x is lying from 0 to pi except pi by 2. You see, pi by 2 is 1.57 means it is somewhere here. This is my pi by 2. Okay? And x is lying from 0 to pi. X is lying from 0 to pi. Let us say this is 0. So, pi is somewhere here. Because it is 3.14, let us say pi is somewhere here. Now, from the first one we are having that x is lying from 3 to 5. Okay. Now, when n is 0, we are getting x is lying from 0 to pi. X is lying from 0 to pi, excluding pi by 2. That is, this point is open. Is it clear? Absolutely. Okay. Now, when we are taking n equals to 1, then we are getting that x is lying from pi to 2 pi. Pi is somewhere here and 2 pi is somewhere here. Because 2 pi is 6 point something. Excluding the point 3 pi by 2, and 3 pi by 2 is nothing but 4.71. So 4.71 will be somewhere here. This point is nothing but 3 pi by 2. Therefore, from the second one we are getting that x is lying from pi to 3 pi by 2. I'm sorry. X is lying from pi to 2 pi. X is lying from pi to 2 pi. Pi to 2 pi, excluding the point 3 pi by 2. That is, this point is open. Is it clear to all of you? Absolutely. Now you tell me which portion is the common portion. We can find that this portion is the common portion, as well as this portion is the common portion. Okay? As well as this portion is also the common portion. That is, we will write that x belongs to 3 to pi, or from pi to 3 pi by 2, or from 3 pi by 2 to 5. Or else you can modify this thing in this way. X is from 3 to pi or from pi to 5, excluding 3 pi by 2. This way also you can write. In both the cases, answer is absolutely fine. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, so let's end our class here. Those who are new to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notified about all the new videos I upload in this channel. If you have really liked my class, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. And don't forget to comment me. If you really like my class, please do comment so that I will be inspired to produce this kind of video in the future. We are having our learning app in our Google Play Store. You can download it. The link has been given in the description box. There I used to come twice a week live. You can ask me all your doubts over there and it's all free. So keep learning, keep watching and stay tuned to us.